Hey guys, it's CWillyHD here, and welcome back to Game Breakers. This time we'll be taking a look at glitches in Among Us. Even though this game isn't new by any means, it's recently been taking the internet by storm, so I figured I'd showcase a few glitches and bugs I've come across. These aren't anything too crazy, but still some you can mess around with during your own games. So with that being said, let's get into it. First up is one you can only do with pets, so you might have to drop a few bucks if you want to try this one. You can do this on any map, but I'm starting with the Skilled. When the round starts, walk over to this corner on the left side of the cafeteria. Run along this wall, and once you reach the top, tap up a couple times so you're in the doorway. Now just run to the left a little and your pet will pop inside the wall. It's now technically out of bounds. You're free to walk around with it like this, but make sure you don't go too far off the wall or it will teleport again and get corrected. You want to just guide it along to get to other areas of the map. From this spot, I managed to get my hamster all the way down through storage and into electrical. If you go just far enough, it'll repeatedly run into the wall, which looks pretty funny. But when you've had enough and actually want to go do tasks, just walk a little further away from the wall and you'll be back to normal. You can pull this off in other areas of the map as well, just as long as it has a tight corner with an opening. Like here in lower engine. Look, he's basically outside the ship now. Alright, I should probably go do my tasks now. Next map. It's harder to pull off in Maria HQ as there's not a lot of corners. Luckily there's this one just outside decontamination, but you gotta be fast before the door closes again. But yeah, you can have them run along this wall, but that's about it. In Polis, it's basically the same thing. There's only one wall I found that works and it's heading into the laboratory. Again, it's just this wall you can move around in, so it's safe to say that Skilled is the best map for this glitch, as there's a whole lot of spots you can do it in and you can actually move around a lot more. This one could be pretty handy for you to use in actual games. When you're in the pregame lobby and it's about to start, just begin holding a direction on your keyboard or joystick. While the intro stuff is playing out, your character can actually walk around before you officially start. As you can see when the game fades in, I'm already all the way down in storage. This could be an easy way to either get a head start on your tasks or just stay hidden as the imposter. I don't think a lot of people know about this as I never see anyone else do it. I just tried it one time as a joke thinking it wouldn't do anything, and bam! There I was halfway across the map while everyone else was still in the cafeteria. This will work on any map and it could be pretty viable. I promise this isn't edited in any way, and I tried it on both PC and mobile. Your joystick does disappear on mobile when the intro stuff is playing, but if you keep it held from the pregame lobby, it still works. This glitch does depend on your spawn, as sometimes you'll just end up on a table or on a wall. But you can actually hear the footsteps, so it is possible to guide yourself if you really know what you're doing. You can actually pull up menus as well, like the sabotage one for imposters if you click in the corner before it fades in. Sadly, you can't actually do anything as you wouldn't be able to anyway until the kill cooldown wears off, but still neat nonetheless. This next one allows you to be invisible, but only in free play, so start it up on any map of your choice as it works on all of them. Once in, go to the task tester and become an imposter. Next, just create a critical sabotage and find a vent. Wait around for the timer to go down, and once it's around 1 or 0, click vent and move in any direction. A message will pop up saying you've won. Close out of it, and boom, you're now invisible, free to run around the map. While there isn't any real use to this, as it is just free play, it can still be fun to mess around with. You could also use this to make cinematic video edits by adding your own characters or effects. Like I said, you can do this in any map you want. Simply vent and move around right before a critical sabotage reaches 0 and the message pops up. It's neat to see the camera pan around and the lighting shift. I wish you could finish all the tasks to get a clear shot, but sadly you can't. When you're done though, you can correct it by either venting again or killing one of the dummies around the map. To anyone who's played the game before, I'm positive you've experienced this one, even if you never noticed it. While waiting in the pregame lobby right before a new player joins the session, a character will pop up for a single frame before going away and spawning the real player. This one will always be a slightly different shade of green than the real one and have no name above their head. They might also be slightly smaller than the regular characters, but I could be wrong as it's kinda hard to tell. Not really a glitch I don't think, but still an interesting little thing I noticed when I was playing. My guess is it's just loading a placeholder character into the game before spawning them in. It could also solely be just for setting the camera's position when you first join a lobby to pan up to you in the chair. When I looked back at the footage of me joining, I could see my pet pop up for a frame, and the camera set right to where the mysterious green guy stands. Either way, try spotting it the next time you hop into a lobby. This is just something I came across when playing, and it's nothing really too crazy. We voted off an imposter, and as the cutscene began playing, he left the game as he knew he was caught. When the text came on screen though, it popped up as 0 imposters remain, even though we kept playing on after. Turns out there was still another imposter alive in the game, as it showed there was 2 at the end. My best guess as to why it said 0 imposters remain after we booted 1 was due to him disconnecting. The game knew it was an imposter that left, so it subtracted 1 from the total, and then him actually getting ejected decremented the number again so it was left at 0. This could be confusing if you actually thought you won, but I knew we didn't as last round it still said 2 remain. Still, it's weird that it happened. So that's all the glitches I could pull off in Among Us. I didn't find all these myself, so I'll leave credits to them in the description below. There are a few more that are known but I couldn't replicate, like the pre-game lobby merging into the actual game so the computer and walls are still there with you. But even with a bunch of attempts, I couldn't trigger this one. If you guys come across any glitches yourselves, let me know in the comments below. But for now, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, see ya!